I'm all for it.
That is proper.
I'll put it out there.
Proper horrid. Speaking of proper horrid, what an awful game to end the round on, which probably means
What are you doing?
just digging around in his own mess.
I'm just digging.
Just digging. Apologies if you're listening to this at home. He's a clown. Dreadful game, which probably means it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
It's the derby. It's the Freo Dockers versus the West Coast Eagles at home to end your round 22 for AFL season 2021. Desmond Van Bus. Who's winning this one, mate?
Spell loss for me.
LOSS.
You are dead wrong. You are dead wrong because a loss for either of these teams, mate, spells MADMON
Big.
DAY.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that spells, but
You are an idiot.
let me just call a friend.
An idiot.
Let me just call a friend. Go on then.
All
All right, we ready?
Keep me.
Oh, it's Professor Morgan for the man who nearly has it all. It's the follicle rejuvenation and inch issuing vitamins. Well, I'm going to crack some of these open. Let's just crack some open, all right?
I dead set wouldn't eat those.
This is dangerous.
Let me just crack. It's a nice.
They've been sat there for a good 5 months. It's a.
Actually, I dare you. Go on.
Yeah, go on. You wouldn't.
Oh, I would. I would.
In my own
Well,
spare
let me
time,
just have a chat.
recreational.
Jace. Oh,
They're not suppositories
you
either.
go for the Eagles, do you? That is why it's the Des Dog of the Week. Freo are going to get up here. Freo are going to get up. The only reason West Coast looked any good, they had like a good 10-minute period in the second quarter, but the only reason they looked any good is because Melbourne went from a premiership contender to the Trinity First 18s, which that is a high school. Trinity First 18s.
Not a good one.
Since the lightning strike. Like what? They kicked 4 goals because literally Melbourne flooded back.
Yeah.
Like West Coast, everyone were talking up, West Coast is this attacking footy. There was attacking footy because
As you said,
Melbourne
rightly,
they had to kick 6 goals
Melbourne
in
were
12
on the plane,
minutes.
mate. They're on the plane. They were
That's
done.
it. They were done.
Dusted. See you later.
And I feel like West Coast, whenever they get on their high horse, whenever they start going, when they get on their high horse, they get rolled by teams like North Melbourne. They get rolled by, they even get rolled by teams like Essendon. Essendon weren't in fantastic form. They weren't even anywhere near sniffing finals. And they went to Perth and rolled them. Mm-hmm. Freo getting shellacked by Brisbane. They're going to go, all right, they're going to settle down. They're going to go, we have another chance here. We have another chance. And they're going to win. And Freo haven't won a derby in a long time.
No.
In a long time. And this is a perfect time because this is the worst West Coast side I've ever seen. In my lifetime, in the memory, since Essendon have won a
In
final.
your 7,800.
Worst
whatever.
West Coast team in my memory. And that's from, say, 2006. They're just not it.
Once again, I hate doing this every week, but I'm going to tip West Coast. I'm going to tip West Coast here. I just don't think Freo have the cattle to kick a winning score. Like against the Tigers, they did, but they were terrible. Really, that last
they were horrendous.
That last 10 minutes, they were struggling bad. They were scraping. That was all defense, no offense, and I just don't think they're going to have the guts to kick a winning score against West Coast.
No Fyfe. No Brayshaw. Confirmed suspended.
That's tough.
It's tough.
Let's say, do you bring in Hutchings to bother tagging Sarong?
Nah.
I wouldn't.
Waste of time.
So who's running that midfield unit against? And I know they're down. They're down on performance this year, but Gaff, Sheed, Kelly, Yo.
Who just had his best game since coming back.
I was going to
He's
say
back.
Yo looked fantastic. If Yo plays well, the old inch follicles over there might be calling me for other reasons.
He'll be gaining a few follicles.
He'll be there will be some inches
You might be
gained.
losing a few.
There will be some inches gained, I'll tell you that.
All of those blokes tapping at the foot of Nat Nui.
Yep.
I'm sorry, even though Sean Darcy's been in great touch, Sarong's having a much better influence, and Chera's been there or thereabouts. I'm sorry. It starts in the middle, and I don't see West Coast
gonna be
losing this
hard,
one.
mate.
Just get on
It's
the high horse,
West
mate.
Coast 1 to
Eagles,
39 for mine.
but Eagles just lose so badly.
They do,
What did
yeah.
they do to Collingwood? How good were they against Collingwood? That was 2 weeks ago. Oh, now I won't forget. And they still lost. They couldn't even beat Melbourne. Melbourne were gone. They were playing a ghost.
Yep. Look,
They didn't have the slip scope, mate.
I really would like to sit here and agree with you. Like, I actually genuinely like nothing more, but I just can't.
I think I've talked myself into it.
Not this week. Not this week.
Not happening this week. West Coast 1 to 39 for mine. Let me give you a few bets. I mentioned them before. I'll mention them again. Yo, Sheed and Kelly, all 25 disposals for mine. I don't see who's stopping them from getting those touches. If Fyfe and Brayshaw were playing, this could be a different game altogether. But It's too big. Darcy of the Sean variety, that is, 15 disposals for him. He's had at least that, if not more, for I think the last four or 5 weeks going.
Yep.
Not to say anything of Nat Nui, but Darcy gets his own ball, and that's valuable. And Trav Collier, anytime goal, had 3 on the weekend.
He's been sneaky.
Had 1 goal 3 the week before or something like that, so he'll be there or thereabouts, especially with no Hearn playing.
I'm going to add one stat.
Go on.
Because I'm sensible, but this is a sensible bet.
He's tempted.
So Nate Wilson out, all right, for the Dockers. Hayden Young came back into the team. Probably had just about his best game at AFL level, even though the rest of the team was terrible.
What, 23 touches?
Yeah, so I would actually look at him, 15 or 23 touches, depending on how safe you want to play. I reckon he'll get 20, so I'd look at that. But if 15's paying, somewhere in that $1.30, $1.40 region, it'll be a tasty little,
The young man
little multi-tickler.
I'd also look at Aish, actually, with Nate Wilson coming out. There's holes there, possibly even with the Din, with no Hearn.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to take the kickouts. Why not Smithers? Exactly.
I like that.
Gentlemen, jeepers.
We're done.
All of the anger is dissipated. I've worked it out. I've worked out my emotional issues. Feeling good and feeling zen.
I'm not.
Always got to be different, don't you?
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much for joining us this week for our AFL Round 22 episode for season 2021. Please like and subscribe. We do appreciate your support. Even when we bugger up, so smack that like and subscribe button. Tell your mates, tell your mum, tell your dad, just tell someone.
Yeah.
Hey, send us through some drinking game legs. Send us through the game that you want me to make a drinking game for, because I will do it Saturday morning.
And as Desmond said, in his drinking game, share us if you're not a flog.
Yeah,
if you are a flog,
exactly
then feel free to not. But,
who's a flog? Whoever didn't share it.
Gamble responsibly. Drink responsibly, and I think we'll see you next week when Desmond's going to be hosting.
Viva la raza!
Oh yeah, love that.